All right, fellas, we got a DNA pdx-400 that came in with a key circuit issue or failure, and so we diagnosed it. These pdx-400s come with a germanium diode. It's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's black, orange, yellow, brown color coding, which I researched and came out to be a 1N34A. And so there was two of them. One of them was shorted. So what I did was I replaced it. I looked at the equivalent of the 1N34A. I saw an article about a 1N5711, which I have right here. And I had a bunch of them. Well, I had about 10 of them, so good deal. I had them from a previous repair, and they're a little blue. And anyway, you got to hook them up this way. There's like a power, connector strip, the center tap going to ground, and the third leg over, you've got one diode with the cathode going to the left, one with the cathode going to the right. So we just replaced the circuit, these old ones, the 1N34As with the 1N5711, and she's good to go. She's starting to key down. Found an issue with the knob here it wasn't even turning, or maybe it was this one. And then we had a little dust in there, getting a little spark here and there, and then these tubes they were pushed in. I had to stretch out the leads. I had to put a soldering iron on them and pull as I was heating the soldering iron to kind of stretch it out so that the tubes would lay flat, because they were at an angle like this, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So the current can't didn't touch those tabs good enough. I mean, they might have been touching, but now they're fully seated. This one here is a little bit crooked still. I might need to get in there, but you see how tight they are. Right, there's hardly any room, and there's a lot of rust on the tips. So I'm thinking I could clean those off, get it a better connection. Just take a Dremel tool, real easy, with a wire brush on it, a little wire brush tip, and just kind of, clean those off. Other than that, she's working good. You got 6 JE6s in here. So you got these 3 driving these 6, so 3 driving 6, total of 9. This one over here doesn't do anything but complete the circuit for the filament. It was used for what I understand, is the CW. When you put a crystal in here, and that crystal would allow you to transmit CW on that frequency, and that's why that tube is there. But we're on 11 meters today, channel 20, going about 15 watts. So yeah, seems to be working good. So anyway, I already got it fired up, warmed up. We've already keyed it. It's on high. I've already tuned it. So let's see what we got. We got a 5-watt slug in reverse right here. So that's the reflect coming back out of the amplifier into the radio. We got a 10-watt slug going forward. So the one on the left on the bottom is the reflect. The one on the right is the forward. This is the radio, that is. Let me turn this off. There we go. Oh, that's a reflect going through the relay on the box. Oh, real good. Oh, audio. Not even 5 audio coming out of the radio. All right. There we go. Standby on. I don't understand why that's backwards like that. It's not on standby. It keys now. It's crazy. A little bit of corrosion on there. I need to take some sandpaper to that. I always like to do some little things like that, man, to kind of get them cleaned up, man. It's always good to, these things are like 50 years old. You got to take good care of them. All right, so here we go. We got 1,000. We're on 1,000 watt setting here. Got 100 times 10. You got a multiplication factor. All right, so factor equals 10 times 100 is 1,000. So top scale, that 0.6 is 600 watts. Yo, audio. Oh, audio got down. So we're talking about 700 right there. Oh, oh, there's reflect. Oh, about 1.5 of reflex. So what I'm going to do next is underneath, there's an input tune on there. So I'm going to try and adjust that. There's a variable capacitor, something similar to this right here, but a little bit bigger. And there's an input tuning coil on there, so we'll try and get that down a little bit. But that's 700 on high. Let's go to low here. Excuse me. All right, same setting as before. Oh, oh, about 200 on low. That's a good driver, man. 200 on low, that's an excellent driver. And I'm sure I think I got 250 out of it. But you got to tune it on low and then put it on high and retune it on high. So I'm not going to go through that today. But she's definitely working. The meter right here is working. Oh, oh, that's a relative meter. It says 4 on there. All right. And we'll put it on high and see what it does now. Oh, about 6. So yeah, it's good. It measures pretty good on the high side as far as watts. You know, it's putting out 700. That's at 6, but on the low side, that's at 4. And of course, we know it's still in 2. So anyway, yeah, it was a pretty simple fix, man. But I think I'm gonna, like I said, clean it up a little bit. You got some dirt back in there. I'll just take a brush, maybe clean that out. Something got in there, man. Some type of liquid got in there, it looks like. So maybe I can clean that out a little bit. Or maybe it was heat. I don't know. But, all right, that's all I got. DNA pdx-400, similar to the old Phantom 500s, but just a little newer, a different model name, but pretty much the same setup. All right, y'all have a good day. I'll see you.